Hey, hi guys, welcome to Native GIS. So today we are going to discuss about some different type of use cases of GIS. So today we are discussing about there are different type of applications which we can create on GIS, right? So I was going to today discuss about there are some fun things like there are some different type of weird applications which has been created on GIS. So let's don't waste our time. Let's go and see what are the different types of applications, weird applications, use cases, right, has been created on GIS or discussed on GIS. So I was just surfing the internet and I was going through different articles and there was some pages I was going through on the LinkedIn. So I found out that there is a application which has been used to find best locations for symmetry. Believe it or not, GIS has been used to find best locations for symmetry. So I'll attach the clip, okay, the screenshot of that in my background. So yeah, it's weird. When I go and search about it, it was yeah, it's depend upon different types of conditions. Like it depends on the surrounding, it depends upon the soil, land use, availability, access of infrastructure. Man, there are different characters, characteristics which are used on this, but those parameters also means it's different. But yeah, it is used for finding best location for symmetry. Okay, this is the first one, and then let's go to the second one. So this actually I have seen in some movies, this use case. And recently only I was watching a movie where this has been used. So the second one is to monitoring the movement of sharks. But yes, that can be done and it is useful as well. I don't think this is a weird one, but it was listed on the weird applications that has been created on GIS. So yes, GIS has been used to monitor the movements of the shark. Yeah. So I was referring this because it has been done, and I have read some articles on that as well, and I have seen a movie. I don't remember the movie name. I'll just check, and if possible, I'll attach it in the background. So on that movie, I was I think it was a movie where some games were happening and some means that city was hosting that game, and there was a threat for that shark that came into the city waters. So they have tracked that movement of the shark. Yes, it has been used, and it was currently some of the environmentalists or ocean specialists, they are using that to track the movement of the sharks. The third one is very what I'll say, it's very different. But yeah, that one is it was used to study the climate change on wine. So while I was going through that article, it was like uh, it was a study where how the wine production changes based upon the climate. But I think that's not the weird thing. It can be used. We are using for different types of crops as well. So for vineyards, we can track that. Means if it is a if that analysis can generate a profit, or that analysis can say that if we are in the loss, that can be created. But yeah, this is also a use case where they are using. The fourth one is mapping the scent of the city, the order. Do you guys believe? So it was around 2013, that article. A team of researchers in University of California, they just try to map the scent of the city. So how it smells, or how it scent, means what are different types of scents which are coming from the city. So the first thing is they attach a GPS and the air quality sensor, and they collect the data around the city, and they identified that there are different orders of the city, such as car exhaust, industrial emissions, and natural gas leaks, and different types of chemicals scents as well. So I feel this is different, and this is a weird one as well. Yeah. The last which I want to discuss is, it is predicting the location of Bigfoot sightings. Man, if you believe, if you're a believer of Bigfoot, you might find this application as GIS. You can, it's an interesting one, man. But see, I don't know. Whatever I know, there is some sightings of Bigfoot, or there is a evidence which was acquired in the Himalayas region. A big foot of, I don't know what is the measurement, but I seen that on the Twitter internet space, and there uh, they are discussing that it might be a Bigfoot. It is a continuous walking markings over there. But yeah, there is no evidence that Bigfoot is there, or it might be there. I don't know, but yes, there might be an applications, that might be the, to find the application for GIS, uh, means for the Bigfoot. And so this was the article regarding, like, a group of researchers from Pennsylvania State University used to predict the locations of Bigfoot sightings. They analyzed various environmental factors such as vegetations, water sources, terrain, where they can live, identify the areas which are most likely or most suitable for the Bigfoots. So it, they kind of predict that they live in the dense forest or steep slopes where they can survive. But what I believe is, or what I knew is, uh, in Himalayas region, the upper Himalayas, there might be some creatures which are undiscovered. We are saying that they might be the Bigfoot, but yeah, it's different. So thanks for watching this video and exploring the weird and wonderful world of GIS with us. If you enjoyed this video, so don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, also hit that bell button, notification icon, so that you never miss a update on our channel. And also a good thing is, if you have any idea, or if you knew any strange GIS applications, drop those on the comments. We'll like to hear that from you, and we'll see if that can be explored, that topic can be explored. We'll definitely create a video on that, and we'll definitely invite you. So stay curious, keep exploring. As always, happy mapping. See you in the next videos.